Okay, so here we are asked to find the amplitude, period, and the phase shift to sketch our graph for the equation y equals 3 cosine of 2x plus pi over 2. Now, the amplitude is always the easier one to find. Consider the A to be out in front. You don't have to do anything with that one. For the period, what we're going to take is we're going to take 2 pi over b, which is 2 here. And that's just going to leave us with pi. Now, for the phase shift, we're going to take negative c over b, which in this case, our negative c is going to be our pi over 2, so we take a negative pi over 2, and then again b is 2, which, when we do the math on that, it's going to be negative pi over 4. Now we can get our domain by setting our equation 2x plus pi over 2 greater than or less than on each side 0 and to 2 pi. When we do the math on that, we're going to subtract pi over 2 from both sides. So there's the negative pi over 2, and then we're also going to divide by 2, which will equal our negative pi over 4, which will also be the same as our phase shift. That's going to be the less than or equal to x. Then on the other side we have the 2 pi, which we subtract the pi over 2, and then divide that by 2 as well. And that's going to end up leaving us with 3 pi over 4. So what we have here then is that for one cycle, it's going to run between a negative pi over 4 to 3 pi over 4. So now we'll graph that. So when we draw our graph, we're going to have the amplitude at 3, so that'll be our high and low end on the y-axis. For our increments on the x, we're going to want to do the pi over 4. And we're going to 3 pi over 4 on both sides. Now to plot our points, whenever we do a cosine, it's going to have an amplitude on the y-axis. And because we're going back in negative pi over 4, we're going to set a point there. And we also proved that it's going to run to 3 pi over 4, so this is where it'll end. Now in between those two, it's going to hit negative 3 down here at the pi over 4, which is halfway between the two. We can now see the pattern for our graph and basically connect the points. Just gonna and there you can see the basic points we're going to be going across on our graph, and that would be the graph for y equals 3 cosine 2x plus pi over 2.